Over 8 centuries ago, men were free. Men were not oppressed. Then, the legendary Romulus founded this powerful nation, built upon standards which my people would find detestable. And since then, these moral standards of dignity and oppression have increased to levels that even your gods would turn away in disgrace. As Tacitus, the greatest historian of his time, has said, all things atrocious and shameless flock from all parts of Rome. Now this is not the people's fault. This is the result of your leaders' incompetence and ignorance. From the time of Romulus to this present day, Rome has increased her power and dominion to all the corners of the world. The spark was lit, and no man alone has been able to put out the fire. Do you want to be consumed to the flames? No! Brothers, I, Simeon Bar Giora, will not stand here and plead for my freedom. But instead, I wish to declare to you that in the darkest days of my nation, from the times of Abraham and Moses to this present day, we have stood strong against our trials and misfortunes. Together as one, we marched across the Red Sea. As one, we built the tabernacle. Together as one, we survived in the desert. As one, we are, and forever ever will be unstoppable. It was a privilege to fight alongside such a united force of men, knowing the eye of their support through each twist and turn in the road. Every man is capable of having this unity with their fellow neighbors. This invincible bond of men is the only thing that can bring these corrupted rulers to their knees. There are millions of men in the Roman Empire who wish to fight or who want a better future for their sons. They hope for peace, prosperity, justice, all things which will not and cannot be achieved under this tyranny of your rulers. But there may be men in Rome, or even among you, who believe that these thoughts of revolt are useless, or think they'll only stir up emotions, which will only lead us to our deaths. But these men are fools. I encourage them to open their minds to these ideas which your rulers want you to put aside because they're fearful. They know the incredible power of the people, and they know that this is our only hope for freedom. But this is not the time to fear. This is the time to speak the truth. I thank Jehovah for this opportunity to encourage you all, even though I know that this is my time to go up and see him. But I pray that these hopes of freedom will stir a new vigor and will revive your weary souls to understand the truth. The truth that's been obvious for years, but will now be used to its true potential. Jehovah has triumphed over the pagan gods, and he has blessed me with the knowledge of the most powerful weapon.
Down with the pagan!
This weapon is the unity of man with his fellow neighbors, the bond which cannot be broken, the key to success. I see Vespasian and his patricians trembling up in their high seats, looking down on us and hearing these fateful words. They know the incredible power of the people, the power which has been lost for years, the power which will bring us to true happiness once again. Change is at our doorstep. It waits for us to open our doors to it, but sadly, it will not be the easy. True, we are not stricken by a plague of locusts, but instead we are buried in our own corruption and sin, all manifesting from your leaders. I see hard days before us, but we will find endless courage in our invincible unity. Brothers, once again I encourage you to realize the weight and importance of this decision, to believe or give up to the tyranny of these evil men. Now, whether my cause will prevail, or if your corrupted rulers will prevail against all things good and fair, I know not, but I do pray that you will hear my battle cry. But this I know, that in a very few years, if these rulers are not brought to their knees, they will trample over all things which are thought of as good and fair. And when that time comes, I pray that you will finally realize what you all have done, that you have let slip by you the greatest and possibly last opportunity for you to take back your freedom, for your sons and their sons. You must do this for the generations to come, so that they will not have to suffer the same pain and weakness which you all feel and will constantly feel unless this tyranny is stopped.
Down with tyranny!
When all their men fall silent, you shall speak on my behalf. These are my last hours, and this is my last opportunity to encourage you all. True, many men have tried, but their efforts have been cast off as futile or insignificant. Faced by the apparent endless Roman power, I understand why so many have felt so insignificant. But my death will not be the end. We will prevail, together as one, with one interest, one goal, one thought, and one enemy.
As one!